Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to Flights in Simon. Today we're going to be reviewing ESGG Gothenburg Landvetter from Orbx. Now we're talking about Sweden's second largest airport here with 7 million passengers annually to local European and long-haul destinations. As you can see, I'm clearly reading from the screen. This is going to be sort of for the UK population around £13, euros 15 euros, US dollars 17.69 or Australian dollars 24.99. What we want to do is just have a quick look at some of the key features that the guys are talking about here. So, beautiful 4K depiction. I have had a quick look and it definitely is. Looking around as well, you can really see the local community, buildings and things like that, which is beautiful. And the 4K textures really do stand out. Some of the other things to note as well is some of the new static aircraft that it mentions. Now, I'm not a fan of that, and I'll tell you why as we go through the review. Weather influenced ground textures as well, so a really good example of that is the rain. You'll see them change, and we'll look at that within the review as well. Want to talk around installation. Now, you'll probably note from the bottom, this isn't a small installation at all. This is 4 gigabytes, and it will take some time, and it has to be done from Orbx Central. So if we just load up our Orbx Central, and installation is once you've done your purchase, it's just a matter of click install. I'm going to install mine to my main library, which is on a separate drive, which you can set up quite easily, or you can put it straight into your flight simulator folder. Main library, and what we'll do now is let that run its course and install. Whilst the installation is going on in the background, what I'd like to do is just go on a quick tour of the default airport here. I don't think it looks that bad actually. We'll just have a quick look around. You can see we've got the car park here. If I'm a little bit stuttery, it's because the installation's going on in the background. We have got our runway here and our taxiways, but no markings of stand numbers. And if we just drop down, say hello to my citation as we go through. The main gates there. Oh, I'm a little bit stuttery, aren't I? The main gates are here, and no air bridges, as you'll see. And then as we continue, more car parks, no buildings on the horizon. We'll just note that off the default. And then cargo area at the bottom here. And we'll just gently pan round and see the difference as we look across the horizon. Okay, so we now have the Orbx product loaded and we can see a difference straight away. From this end of the runway again, we can now see that we've got what seems to be a cargo terminal with lorries there, all stacked up and ready to go. We'll just go and have a little bit closer look, which looks quite nice. Then there's the car park that we saw originally. We'll have a good old look around and see what we've got. So I think we've got some really nice greenery here, and pretty, I'd say, standard taxiways, standard markings, not too dissimilar to the default. But as we get a little bit closer, let's have a look. Now, the first thing you'll notice on here is we have static aircraft. Now, pet hate of mine, I'm afraid. I don't know why Orbx have included them. If you're flying on VATSIM, quite often you're going to find that you've got other people spawning on top of static aircraft and it becomes a problem. And I can't find anywhere within the settings to disable it or turn it off. So that's a bit of a thumbs down in terms of the static. Now, if you don't fly online, you may find that the static's a good addition. It's just personal preference. And as I say, for me, not my thing, but let's just have a quick closer look at some of the textures. Now, I don't know if the real life airport has got textures along the lines here with the square markings. I wouldn't mind having a look actually. That I don't know if I'm a fan of that. If it's there in real life, then absolutely would be a fan. But apart from that, I think this looks really nice here. Now, no more getting lost when taxiing. We have gate numbers, which is beautiful. We have all of the lighting here as well, which we'll have a look at soon when it goes dark. We'll zoom along. I love this. This is great. We've got our car park and terminal buildings behind, and office buildings and multi-storey car park as well. Now, one thing I do notice on here is the cars are parked nicely. It might sound funny, but some of the other reviews we do, some of these cars are just thrown onto the scene and they look a bit of a mess. So I think that's a really good positive there. And we've got the fueling area as well, the fuel storage area. Okie dokie, let's just have another look along the side of here. Now I wonder now on some of these sceneries, we get to go inside. I need to slow down my drone a little bit now because I think it's great for up top view, but it's going a little bit too fast for me now. Right, let's have a look. Can we go inside? Let's have a look. No, it's dark. Someone's turned out all the lights. Let's have a look inside here. So we do have an element of a terminal building here, look. But it's not as good as what I have seen on some of the others. But I'm going to be totally honest. Who actually buys scenery because you can look inside? You don't, do you? Well, I don't. That's a nice touch with the departure boards on there as well. And let's just have a quick look around. Got some baggage carts around as well. You know, the actual modelling and design of this is beautiful. It looks really, really good. Let's go down inside the main terminal building and have a look what we've got in here. So we have got some modelling here actually, which is quite nice. Back to the static with my griping going on. All in all, this looks really nice. And then here we are back to the cargo area. Okay, so what I'd like to do now, let's just introduce some weather. Now what I'd like to see, a shiny surface like I do on other areas. Let's come up a little bit. In terms of the textures, I'm not feeling it's soaking wet here. Let's get a little bit closer and have a look. Now up close, you actually do get that feeling, look. You can see the raindrops landing. And you do get the reflections. Yeah, okay, I buy that. A little bit higher, you seem to lose that feeling a little bit. Wow, we've really got poor visibility there. That's okay, actually, that works for me. So stop raining now. In true Microsoft Flight Simulator style, when you turn off the weather, it remains wet for a certain time before it dries up. So you still get those beautiful reflections, look. And that really does work well on these textures now. So where I may not have been a fan at the start of it, it's really grown on me really quickly. But this will dry up quite quickly. Which is quite a nice little feature of the Flight Simulator. And actually that does look beautiful. It really does. And let's just come in a little bit closer and have a look. The green lighting, when it gets pitch black, is a godsend. When we look at some of the default airports, like Edinburgh is a good example, where they don't have anything at all, it is a real challenge at night time. Coming down, let's have a quick look at the terminal buildings, see what we've got here. Again, you know, that looks realistic, that looks absolutely beautiful, it really does. Let's just, again, we will just go and have a look inside. Yeah, you would buy that's night time. That's good, that's really good. So in final summary, guys, I think the cost, it's well worth it at its cost. Its price point is nothing like the old P3D and FSX days when you were buying scenery at £30–40 a go. I think the price is really good. In terms of the texture quality, I think it's really nice in all weathers. Some of the downsides, I don't like the static aircraft. In fact, some people, as I say, it's debatable, do like the static aircraft. I really think there should be an option where you can turn it on or off, because for me it just doesn't work when I'm flying online. I'm going to see lots of people spawning on top of these aircraft here. The rain textures are lovely. The snow textures, I think, are okay to start with, but we'll need some future remodelling to make it more realistic. But for the price as well, it's really good. The performance and the frame rate is really good. The night lighting is outstanding. So overall, I really do like this scenery. And so hopefully you've liked the review. Please make sure you do subscribe and like the video if you do, to keep in touch and see what new videos are being posted. Try and post a new review most days now. So thanks for watching. Keep well and see you soon. Bye bye.